It's a bit chilly out. Hello there, good people. Hi, I'm Jason with Green Country Agroforestry. Today is the 18th of December, so we're 3 days away from the longest night of the year, the winter solstice. So really dead of winter here in northeastern Oklahoma. The sun's kind of low there in the southern sky, and even though it's midday, there's not a whole lot of light, and it's a little bit nippy outside. My fingers are getting cold. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm out here next to this little artificial water feature that we've created here, and we've noticed that we've got some leaves that are starting to come in and fill it up, and eventually these leaves are going to break down and they're going to start forming into soil. Of course, we've got our clay lining the bottom of it still, but if we have some clay that we wind up mixing with organic matter, we're going to make soil, and slowly this area is going to fill up with soil. It's going to turn into a little mud fog. Now, I could be alarmed by this and take measures to try to clear it out and keep it clear, but that seems like an awful lot of work, and I don't really feel like doing a whole lot of work. So I've got a different idea instead, and my idea is this. How about we plant something that's going to like that sort of damp environment with quite a bit of mud at the bottom, and put that in here. Now, what can we find that would be edible or medicinal, possibly both, that would have some aesthetic appeal that we could put into an area like this? What could it be? Let me see. I know what we'll do. We'll put in some cattails and some marshmallow in the middle of winter. Coming right up. Now, you might not think that the middle of the winter is a good time to start planting anything outdoors. I mean, look, everything's pretty much dead. The leaves are off of everything. It's the end of the growing season, and these seeds are not going to be germinating anytime soon. But there are certain plants that really need a certain amount of time to be in the cold so that their seeds can get set and ready to germinate. And of course, that's called stratification if you're doing it artificially. But today we're going to do some stratification using the natural chill hours of the winter. And we're going to plant some of these cattails that I harvested this past summer, or fall, right after summer, in any case, whenever they were done reproducing. So we're going to use the natural chill hours to stratify these cattails that I collected on our last trip up the mountain, and also from Outside Pride, I've got some Althea Officinalis seeds. This is just a plain Marsh Mallow, member of the hibiscus family. We're going to plant these on the ends. We're going to plant the cattails in the middle of that nice little concrete lined ditch that we created, and let's get to it. These blocks here. I've got some other things planted here. There's a little bit of this broccoli rabe there. There's some carrots, a little bit of pak choy. I don't know how that's going to do, but let's get these. Let's put this cattail out. All right. Now, if you've got some plant like cattails, for example, and also the Althea, if they're growing in a natural environment, they're going to develop their seed head. The seed's going to get dispersed. It's going to fall on the ground. It's going to get covered up with of course, the falling leaves during the fall. It's going to get soaked good. It's going to be chilled outside for an extended period of time. And then when the spring rolls around, the seeds will germinate. That's what they're used to. So this is not very unusual, what we're doing here. I'm going to start, from here, and we're going to go here to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 blocks worth for measurement. We're just going to pull this leaf material to the side, and we'll put it back down after I drop my seeds. We'll just put these all along here. Hopefully, some of them, oh wow, it's a lot of seeds. Hopefully some of these are going to sprout come springtime. Go. Let's cover it back up with leaves. I'm just going to walk on them a little bit to pack the leaves down so they don't blow around too much. There we go. Now, as nature is busy making a thin layer of soil at the bottom of our little irrigation feature here, the cattails will germinate and grow and should colonize this spot and enjoy that nice, continuously moist ground. Wow, my fingers are just freezing today. All right, now I'll come over here to this area where once again I have leaves gathering. So I'll put over here, just sort of move most of them to the side. Of course, we still have plenty of clay down here. So I'm probably going to add another little layer of clay at this juncture. Or maybe some actual soil with some fertility in it. That might be good. Try that out. So here we have some clay and sandy loam mixed together with a little bit of organic matter and a little bit of biochar in there too. Alright, let's put that down. Grab our seeds. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to work quick here because my fingers are already starting to get very, very cold. Alright. So here we go. Althea marshmallow seed. If you're wondering, yes, this is exactly the plant that the famous confection used to be made from. Now they're using cornstarch to make marshmallows and not boiling down Althea, which is unfortunate. But I understand. I mean, it's easier to make corn syrup than it is to grow a bunch of hibiscus, I suppose. But these, of course, are going to produce edible flowers for us as well. There we go. Throw it back up with the leaves. Walk on it a bit. All right. While I'm still thinking about stratifying our seeds and getting them started here in the middle of the winter, I'm reminded that I have this Staghorn Sumac that also requires some stratification. And we're going to plant it in these little cells here. To start, we're going to take some peat moss and hydrate it. I've already got some boiling water. We're going to go ahead and add now. We'll just give that a little bit of time. Come back, it should be good and moist for us. Alright, once our peat moss is moistened, use that to fill up these trays. Alrighty, poke a little hole down into the peat moss for each one of these. To get started, I've got another type of seed right here that I've taken and we collected at the mountain trip. Fermented it to get the fruit off of it. This is Passiflora Incarnata, passion fruit. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of these seeds down. So I want to get these started. Put these in here. Passion fruit's another one of those plants that would like to have some cold stratification before they get going. I'm going to do, looks like 24 of them. Maybe more. I actually don't need that many Staghorn Sumac in all actuality. Yeah, let's do half and half. Do half passion fruit and half passion fruit and half Sumac. Hopefully we'll get some of these to sprout. Just drop a few seeds in here. Might go ahead and double up in some spots. I guess I could just put the rest of them here in my starting area and maybe they'll get started. Let's go across this other half. We have the berries of that Staghorn Sumac. Gather those. These also require cold stratification to germinate. I'm just going to put a few in each one of these cells. Hopefully, at least some of them will germinate come springtime. And we can grow a few of the Staghorn Sumac. Staghorn Sumac also goes by the common moniker of lemonade tree because of the flavor that these berries have. They have a very tart citrus flavor. Soaking the berries in water, adding some sort of sweetener will give you a beverage that tastes just like lemonade, although these will grow even in places where lemons can't grow. There we go. Alright, we're just going to top off each one of these cells with a little bit of extra peat moss. So, right. Alright, good people, there we are. We're going to leave these outside and let them cold stratify over the next few weeks as we go into the dead of winter. And come springtime, with any luck at all, we'll see some passion flower and some Staghorn Sumac sprouting from this 72 cell tray here. Whew. Now my hands are wet and my fingers are cold, so as the sun is slinking off down over there into the west, I am going to call it a day, head inside and get myself warmed up. That's all I've got for you today, good people. If you found this video informative or entertaining, well, you know what to do. I will catch you next time. Down here we got all our little rosemary cuttings that are rooted. These can be dug out, transplanted anytime. These are all good to go. Evergreens rosemaries are.